Cheating, lying, and getting away with it. That from the prosecutor in his closing argument in Sheldon Silver's corruption trial today.
Once one of the most powerful politicians in New York State, Silver is accused of getting millions of dollars through corrupt schemes.
Our Capitol reporter Kimberly Howard live outside the federal court in Manhattan. And Kimberly, Silver's defense team told a much different story later in the day, right?
Yeah, that's right, Liz and Greg. They said that Silver did not sell his office and that the prosecution hasn't proved his case. With closing arguments wrapping up as we speak, that will soon be for the jury to decide.
We will be vindicated when this case is over. Thank you.
It's an assertion we've heard from former Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver time and again. As the prosecution delivered its closing arguments, they laid out the two alleged schemes involving prominent mesothelioma Dr. Robert Taub, massive real estate developer Glenwood Management, and a pair of law firms. A pair of schemes the prosecution says made Silver millions, a quid pro quo, or this for that. During 3 hours of summations, the prosecution said Silver's honest services were corrupted by greed for more than a decade, adding that key testimony and various official documents, including phone records, emails, and disclosure forms, proved their case. Silver's Democratic colleague, Assemblyman Richard Gottfried, isn't so sure.
I don't see the government having made a case. But that ultimately will be up to a jury.
Which then listened to hours of summations from the defense. Defense attorney Stephen Mollo insisting this was no quid pro quo, but instead Silver guiding the state in supporting important cancer research and passing laws that benefited New York City tenants more than landlords. Mollo also pointed out that Taub denied having any explicit agreement with Silver and that Taub had no reason to lie about it since he was given immunity.
They have Dr. Taub, who testified there was no promise of an exchange. You have Dr. Taub testifying about the way in which the agreements were worked out, in which he refused to acknowledge responsibility as far as there being an exchange. These are big problems for the government.
And we're expecting the judge to give instructions to the jury tomorrow morning. They would then begin their deliberations. That means that we could also have a verdict by tomorrow as well. We, of course, will keep you posted. Live in Manhattan, Kimberly Howard, CBS 6 News.